So it's your first Pi 5. Well, it's mine too. So in this video, I'm just going to show what my setup looks like, some of the things I know about my setup, and where I got it from. Links to the stuff that I got will be in the description. You know, everything's from Amazon. This is the normal Pi 5 8GB model. I got the Rasptec basic kit for the Raspberry Pi. Comes with a case, fan, and then I bought 64 gigs. You don't necessarily need 64 gigs, but I was told that 128 is like way too much when I looked it up. So settle for the 64 gigs, and you know, upgrading the setup later is okay, you know, but more memory better, more RAM better, you know, I know that. I ended up finding a really good deal on this Acer monitor. I was like, is this real? Refurbished? I don't know, I trust it. It's just like Amazon's return policy is so good, might as well take a chance on it. But some things, you know, of course not. But this was just less than $50 for full HD 1920 by 1080, 16 by 9 ratio, 60 hertz, lightweight, really slim looking, very modern. I did have to mess with the software a little bit. The screen wasn't showing up at all. I was doing some headless stuff with the Pi because I didn't have a screen at first and I didn't plan on buying one. And so everything just ended up turning into a home lab, but the end goal is for it to be portable. So basically, I guess the Pi wasn't detecting the screen properly over HDMI, so I had to force it by editing the config file, adding a few lines to force HDMI hot plug detection. And once I did that, it worked immediately and very smooth, like no hiccups, just perfect. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better monitor, and it was less than $50. Like, I definitely recommend this to a lot of people, but it's huge. You know, red team is definitely the focus. And so for personal home lab, like, I like having a separate PC, quote unquote, to do my, you know, rooms and CTFs and whatnot. This is the Alpha AWU SO36 ACH. It has long range dual band external antenna, boost Wi-Fi range. I've also been using it for monitor mode and handshake capture, practicing on my own homework. Are you freaking kidding me? My own homework. Oh my. Like I was saying, increased Wi-Fi. I've been using it to practice on my own home network, and I'll probably get into how I did that in another video maybe. Some of the cords I had to order were this Dutech 8K coiled micro HDMI to mini HDMI cable, 2.1, rated for 48 gigabits per second, 48 gigabits per second. I also grabbed an extra cat cables, cat 6 cables, because I just need an extra one because I actually want to run my Pi. You know, my main PC has 2 Ethernet ports, so I want to run the Pi and I'll just share internet that way, so it can all be real close. We'll just do everything on top of each other. This is pretty much the last thing. This is the keyboard I ended up picking up. I prefer wired. This is the Perry board 526, a wired mini keyboard with a built-in trackball, scissor keys, about 11 by 7 inches, 2 built-in USB ports, which is exactly what I was looking for. More ports equal better, but you do have to have the power for it and whatnot. You don't want to like overdo it. And this is pretty much it. After this will be the main, like the setup put together and running and live. Just some b-roll of that. That'll be it. I did pick up some extra power supply. I didn't really have the power supply when I bought my Pi. It did not have the power supply in it, so I already knew I was gonna have to buy another one. Like for temporary, I was using, correctly rated. I had a good rated power supply that I could use from an iPhone accessory, not from an iPhone though. It was from my iPad, so it was a little bit more powerful. It worked fine, until I was able to get another one. I ended up getting 2 wall power supplies. Sannove, SAN. It'll be in the description, but they are USB-C. They're only like $10. I got 2 of them. One to power the Pi and then one to power the Acer monitor. But that's it. There's just B-roll. Yeah. If you have any questions about the setup, yeah, you can ask, right?